Alright, Battle City, and this hopefully promises to be a good match on paper. We've got Kaiba going up against Bakura, and it should be... You've got Bakura, who's got final countdown and destiny board, and you've got Kaiba with all the ferocious attacking. Hopefully we see a great duel between a massive attacker and a evil tactician. You know, I used to have a little pendant necklace of the Millennium Ring, but I lost it. I have no idea what happened to it. Maybe it never existed. Maybe it was a figment of my imagination, but I swear it was real, because I used to use the little prongs and I used to point at stuff. Alright, Thunder Dragon's effect activates. And 2 more Thunder Dragon, so if Kaiba draws Polymerization, he can get the legendary twin-headed Thunder Dragon to the field. And down goes Battle Ox. 1700 attack. End phase, and we go over to Bakura. What's he got for his first turn? Face down, spell or trap. And the Dark Door. Only one monster can attack during each battle phase. And down goes a face down defense from Bakura. Back to Kaiba. And oh, bingo! Polymerization. Call him. And oh, destiny board. Oh, okay. Dark Door is on the field, so Bakura would have to get rid of that first to be able to get the whole of destiny board on. I get the feeling if he's had that in his hand, he's probably concerned about what else he's got in his hand. That's why he's played the Dark Door. Because playing a continuous spell card is not the way you want to go with destiny board. Anyway, Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon is played, 2800, everybody's favourite fusion from Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories. Down goes Ryukushin Powered. And remember, only one monster can attack during the battle phase, which means Bakura would have just lost 3,300 points if he didn't have Dark Door on the field. Destiny board activates and the Eye comes to the field. Remember, Bakura can also play Dark Sanctuary, and then he can special summon as a monster the Destiny board ones as well. So Bakura went with the defense. There's a monster reborn. And Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon attacks again. There's Dark Mimic. And I tell you what, if Bakura didn't have Dark Door on the field, this duel would already be over. Because he would have lost 33 and 33, which is 66. And then he could have played Blade Knight or Des Ferrolim, and that would have finished the job. Literally, Bakura would have been defeated already. Oh, final countdown. Alright, 20 turns left for Kaiba to get this duel won. And all Bakura has to do is just sit there and defend. If he can defend for 20 turns. That is, Kaiba. There's X-Head Cannon. Alright, the Dark Door has pretty much kept Bakura in this. There's Yoranzo. Oh. My word, he has got... He needs one more card for Destiny board to get onto the field, and he's won. He can't do it because the Dark Door is there. However, if he draws Dark Sanctuary, he can do it. Without Dark Door, he would have lost already. What a match already we are seeing. Alright, final countdown at 3. There's cost down for Kaiba. Bakura still slapping down those face down defenses. That's all he needs. Oh, Dark Mimic. That'll allow him to draw a card as well. Alright, final countdown ticking away. All Bakura needs is Dark Sanctuary or He can't even play a D-Spell or a Mystical Space Typhoon or anything because all of his spell and trap zones are taken up. So he would need to draw Dark Sanctuary. Otherwise he can wait for Final Countdown to run out. There's Upstart Goblin. And enemy controller, but the monster needs to be face up for that. Well, Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon continues to attack. There's... oh, Man-Eater Bug. Alright, Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon can be destroyed here. Mind you, Kaiba does have a Monster Reborn, so you can bring it back. So Battleox and Ryukushin Powered still on the field. Much weaker monsters though. Bakura again with a face down defense. I mean, he'll run out of monsters eventually. There's X-Head Cannon and Y Dragon Head. So those can be combined, that's why you see so many fusions in Kaiba's fusion pile there. X-Head Cannon goes down. And X-Head Cannon... oh, there's Jowgen the Spiritualist. None of Kaiba's monsters have been special summoned. If he used Monster Reborn, Twin-Headed would have been destroyed again then as well. Alright, face down from Bakura. I feel a sneeze coming on as well, so if I suddenly ditch the headset, you know why. Alright, Y Dragon Head is summoned. That is a union. That's what they used to call them back in those days. Now, he can equip that to his X-Head Cannon, or he can fuse them together to make a new monster. However, there are effects with his fusions, and one of them does target magic and trap cards. However, they have to be face down. If he gets the other one, if he gets the Z Metal Tank, he can fuse all three of them together, and then he can target a card on the field. And then he can target Destiny Board and then Dark Door. So if he draws Z Metal Tank, Kaiba can get rid of Dark Door and probably win the duel. Or you can play it safe and get rid of Destiny Board first. Final Countdown now at 11. There's Shrink. Doesn't really do Kaiba any good. In this one, Bakura didn't play monster, so he's finally run out. And Kaiba has finally hit his life points. Down to 4,800 now. Now, it'll still take 3 shots from X-Head Cannon right now. Or Kaiba could use Monster Reborn. He could bring back Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon, then it will only take 2 attacks to do it. From a 2,800 attacker, 2 of them together are 5,200. 3 of them together do 7,800. I know that from heart because of Forbidden Memories. There's Crush card. Yeah, there he goes, Monster Reborn. Kaiba has added it up as well. Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon only needs to attack twice. Only needs to hit Bakura twice. There it is, 2,800. Bakura down to 2,000. And he's got to draw monsters here. He can't draw anything else. He's got 6 cards in his hand now. Oh, straight to the end phase. He's got nothing. Got nothing to play. There's Hyozan Ryu. But unfortunately for Bakura, he couldn't get it. He couldn't get his Dark Sanctuary, or he couldn't get another monster. What was in hand? Ah, okay, so he had Dark Master Zork, and he had Lesser Fiend, which is 5 stars. The rest were just magic and traps, which he couldn't play because his zones were full. Alright, let's flip the perspective around and go Bakura against Sorry, from Bakura's perspective. Well, today is Friday, so it's difficult for me to post Yu-Gi-Oh stuff on the weekend. Usually I'm using that to edit stuff and do stuff. So Monday to Fridays, I think, will be the Yu-Gi-Oh days. Sometimes it's difficult on Friday, at least. And that's... I don't think that's Bakura's Battle City deck. I think that's his Duelist Kingdom deck. That doesn't count. Fine. And so it was Bakura's Duelist Kingdom deck. If Bakura's Duelist Kingdom deck went up against Kaiba's Battle City deck, Bakura's Duelist Kingdom deck would get beaten so quickly. It wouldn't even be a contest. Okay, Bakura is going first. Oh, there's the Dark Door again. It was very useful for him in the last duel. He's also got Dark Mimic there as well. Yeah, it saved him in the last duel. He would have lost a lot earlier. And, okay, he's decided not to activate Dark Door just yet. Let Kaiba have his first turn and see what he brings to the table. There's Lejin, the mystical genie of the lamp. And straight to the battle phase for Kaiba. There goes Dark Mimic level 3. That will allow Bakura to draw one extra card though. He's got 2 Destiny board, or Spirit Messages. And there's Lesser Fiend. Probably will have to play the Dark Door now as well. Okay, no, he decides not to. May cost him some life points not activating Dark Door right there and then. But, alright, wow, there's Hitotsu-Me Giant. The first monster we ever saw Kaiba play in the anime. Alright, there goes the Illusory Gentleman. And Hitotsu-Me Giant attacks and takes 1200 off Bakura. And there is the Portrait Secret at 1500 defense. Won't be enough to stop Lejin. And there we go. Now Bakura activates the Dark Door. Meaning only one monster can attack during the battle phase. Does slow down Kaiba's strength. Okay, Thunder Dragon activates its effect. Kaiba will draw 2 more from his deck. And, oh, double tribute. Is it a Blue Eyes or is it Hyozan Ryu? It is the Blue Eyes White Dragon as we see the animation. A little moon in the background. Alright, Blue Eyes to the field, 3000 attack. Bakura's Portrait Secret has no chance, it's destroyed, and Bakura also down to known monsters. I mean, he does have Lesser Fiend, but he doesn't have any other to summon. The Shallow Grave, okay. Bakura can activate that to get back a monster. Or he can use it on Dark Mimic. Yes, it will go face down. So he can use Dark Mimic's effect. I mean, it wouldn't matter if it was face up or face down, it's not a flip effect. Kaiba can get back Lejin, at least as well for him, but he can only attack with 1 monster per turn. So Dark Mimic will allow Bakura to draw another card when that's destroyed. It has to be destroyed by battle, mind you, but how else does Kaiba destroy stuff other than blindly attacking everything in its path? Blue Eyes White Dragon destroys Dark Mimic level 3. Bakura will get to draw a card. And it's Yoranzo. So a Dark Mimic treasure chest drawing Yoranzo, who is also living in a treasure chest. Oh, here we go. Dark Sanctuary. Probably the most evil card in the game. Whenever Kaiba attacks, a coin will be flipped, and if Kaiba calls it wrong, he loses life points equal to half of the attacking monster, and his attack is negated. It doesn't hit Bakura's side of the field. It is literally... I don't know why Dark Sanctuary is not banned, because it's so overpowered. But for some reason, Change of Heart is... You know, Pot of Greed is banned. You know, too overpowered, too good. Dark Sanctuary is just broken. Especially when you combine it with the Dark Door. This is where it's going to get very, very difficult for Kaiba. He summoned Kaiser Seahorse to attack with. Down goes Earthbound Spirit, and now with two monsters on the field, it's going to be very, very difficult for Kaiba to break through this defense, while maintaining his life points as well. Okay, Kaiser Seahorse tributed. That can be used as 2 if it's a light monster, and it is. It's Hyozan Ryu. A bit of a stronger monster. He does have Lejin on the field as well, Kaiba. It is still face down. And, oh good, that's what he needs. He needs Tails. Uranzo is destroyed. Defeating Bakura in the midst of Dark Sanctuary is almost impossible sometimes. Still got Earthbound Spirit on the field. Now, Lesser Fiend banishes cards that it destroys, not cards that destroy it. So, better to have 2 defenses on the field anyway for Bakura. Down goes a face down spell or trap. Still only able to attack once per turn, and oh, he's hit Tails again. It's Goblin Zombie that's destroyed, but that will also be able to get Gurnia to Bakura's hand as well. It's the only other zombie monster in his deck. But it means that Bakura has another card to play face down. There's Dark Mimic level 1. That too, when that's destroyed, will allow Bakura to draw another card as well. Now, if Bakura draws Destiny Board, he can actually special summon some of them to his monster zones as well. Alright, Kaiba's got no choice but to attack, and he loses the coin toss on that one, loses 1,050 points. Very, very tough to attack when Dark Sanctuary is on the field. There's Reshef the Dark Being. Bakura does have Final Ruling of the Ancients available, and he does play it. He doesn't really need Lesser Fiend. And he can toss Gurnia as well. There they go. Alright, Reshef the Dark Being. By discarding 1 spell card from your hand, take control of an opponent's monster. He doesn't want to discard either one of those 2 cards in his hand, although 2,500 points can destroy Hyozan Ryu, making Kaiba have to attack with Blue Eyes. Unless Kaiba's got something. So you got Ring of Destruction, not bad. That will destroy Reshef the Dark Being. It will also inflict 2,500 points to both players as well. So the time that this duel is taken is well, then again, Kaiba has to attack if he wants to win this duel, and he's just lost 2,500 points. And if he fails a coin toss, he loses half of the attacking monster's attack points. So Kaiba activating that may not have been the best move, but he didn't want to leave Reshef the Dark Being on the field to start attacking him either. Down goes Ryukish Empowered. And Kaiba might be opting to attack with that instead now, because he'll only lose 800 points. No, he's failed the attack. Kaiba may regret playing that Ring of Destruction, but he doesn't really have any other choice. He has to try and attack and get Bakura's monsters off the field. Otherwise, he's never going to win. So he has to take that risk. Alright, draw phase now for Kaiba. Face down spell or trap. And he attacks again with Ryukushin. And once again, Kaiba has failed the coin toss. He's down to 2,000 life points. There's Headless Knight. 3 defense monsters now for Bakura. That's going to be almost impossible for Kaiba to get through, especially with Dark Door on the field. I don't see how Kaiba breaks through this. He'll run out of life points before he can get through all those monsters. There's Polymerization. Oh, that's right. He does have Thunder Dragon in his hand, doesn't he? Yeah. Unless he's just fused together the Ultimate Dragon, which he hasn't. Twin-headed Thunder Dragon, that will occupy one of those 2 zones that you see in the middle there. So technically Kaiba can have 6 monsters on the field, but he has to get rid of Dark Door, but he has to get rid of Dark Sanctuary as well. Oh, there we go. He finally wins the coin toss. And Dark Mimic is destroyed. Bakura draws D-Spell. Kaiba could sure go for a D-Spell right now, just to taunt him further. If I was Bakura, I would be waving that card in his face. Like, hey Kaiba, don't you wish you had one of these? There's Monster Reborn. And Bakura, he doesn't have to do anything. He just has to sit there and let Kaiba try and attack him. Alright, Kaiba, he's still got 5 cards in hand, but doesn't look like there's much else he can do. He attacks with Ryukushin, which fails again. He's down to 1,200 life points. If he fails an attack with Blue Eyes or Hyozan Ryu, 21, no, 1,050. He can attack once more with Hyozan Ryu and fail. And Bakura, he's got nothing. He needs to do absolutely nothing but sit there and wait. Kaiba to his standby phase. And he went straight to his end phase. Alright, Bakura plays Dark Spirit of the Silent. So Dark Spirit of the Silent would allow Bakura to block an attack and then send it towards one of Kaiba's monsters. He's just summoned another Blue Eyes. I mean, Kaiba has got so much firepower on his field and he can't use it. Bakura has trapped him completely. And he goes to the end phase. There's Destiny Board. So it's only a matter of time. Now. There's enough spaces and Dark Sanctuaries on the field so Bakura can special summon them as well. They can't be attacked either if they're in the monster zone. Doesn't stop a direct attack if Bakura didn't have any other monsters. Alright, there goes Destiny Board. And Bakura will win this in 4 turns unless Kaiba can get that Destiny Board off the field. And there we go. It is being special summoned as a monster. He's hitting back. I think he might have misclicked there, but it doesn't matter either way. It can't be targeted for an attack. There's Man-Eater Bug for Bakura. So he's played Man-Eater Bug face down. That can flip up and destroy a monster on the field. There's Upstart Goblin, which will give Bakura back life points, but Kaiba draws another card. Is there anything that he can do? Oh, he's gone for an attack. He's really got no choice. He has to... Oh, Dark Spirit of the Silent. I did forget about that. So he can aim that at a Blue Eyes, and Kaiba will run out of life points here, so that'll do it. Unfortunately, that's... I mean, either way, it looks like Kaiba would have lost this battle. Oh, hang on. He's played Enemy Controller. It is a quick play. Tribute one monster. That's all. What was it? Tribute one face up. Oh, he's tributed his Ryukushin, so he's blocked the attack that it sent. And there's no monster to deduct that. He got the attack of Dark Sanctuary flipped up against him as well, but because he sacrificed his Ryukushin powered, he didn't take any damage. So Kaiba had a little bit of a play there in case he did fail an attack. He should have attacked with Blue Eyes then, but either way, it still wouldn't have mattered. Kaiba has had rotten luck with these coin tosses. He could flip up Man-Eater Bug, but he's decided not to. Bakura doesn't have to do anything here. He just has to sit and wait. Kaiba's the one that has to attack to win, and with Destiny board slowly filling up the field. 2 more turns is all Kaiba can last. Down goes Grappler. Wow. Now, Grappler can attack once. Half of Grappler would be 650. And Kaiba again has failed the attack on the coin toss. It's... oh man, Kaiba can't attack with anything on his field. There's the A for the spirit message. 1 more turn and Kaiba's cooked anyway. He's completely trapped. There's Dark Roller Hades. And well, Bakura has nothing else to do. He just has to sit there and wait. He's won this. Unless Kaiba... The only thing that could help Kaiba right now is probably Heavy Storm, Raigeki, and then he can attack. But I think Heavy Storm's a banned card, isn't it? Or is it 1? Is it limited to 1? I don't remember. He attacks with Blue Eyes and fails the attack from Dark Sanctuary again, so he robbed Bakura the chance of winning with Destiny board. However, Bakura wins match number 2. It's now all square at 1-1, so let's flip back to Kaiba's perspective for the last match. It was a long duel and it was a good one. Tactical, Bakura really crushed Kaiba down with all those effects. Ambush Fangs. Alright, Kaiba goes with scissors and wins. Rock, paper, scissors. He elects to go... well... there we go. First. He's elected to go first. It was a thoughtful decision that he implemented. Oh, that's not a fantastic hand from Kaiba. Plays Upstart Goblin and draws Lejin, which he had in the last game as well. And down goes Crush card as well. Lejin is summoned. And now turn over to Bakura. And Bakura plays a face down spell or trap. Oh, sorry, a face down defense. And there's Hyozan Ryu. Kaiba can activate the effect of Thunder Dragon if he desires to. Alright, Goblin Zombie is destroyed. That will allow Bakura to draw Gurnia from his deck to his hand. Only other zombie in Bakura's deck currently is Gurnia. He's facing up against Lejin, which is an 1800 attack. Bakura throws down a face down defense. And we go to the end phase. There's Silent Doom. And Kaiba again going straight after Bakura here. There's Yoranzo, which is destroyed. So Lejin starting off well for Kaiba. He's knocked off a few of Bakura's monsters. Bakura's now got 7 cards in his hand. Plays down a face down spell or trap. And another defense. And end phase. So Kaiba hoping that he just doesn't see that Dark Sanctuary again. There's a Blue Eyes as well. And Lejin destroys Gurnia. And if Bakura is playing Gurnia, that may have been the only monster that he had to play. Alright, draw from Bakura. Wow, straight to the end phase. Either Bakura has drawn a shocking hand, or he's got all magic and traps, and maybe a couple of 5 stars or something. Wow, that's surprising. Six cards in hand, and there's Dark Spirit of the Silent. That won't actually do anything. So why has Bakura played that then? Maybe he just wanted it off the field. Either way, Bakura's got to do something quick. He's got 2 1800s staring him down. They could also be tributed to summon a Blue Eyes as well. And, oh, Dark Sanctuary. Bakura's drawn it. This gave Kaiba absolute nightmares in the last duel, and Bakura's gone straight to his end phase, so he's got no monsters to play. There's Z Metal Tank, which can be combined with Y Dragon Cannon there as well. He's thinking about it. And there it is, Z Metal Tank. Better to have 3 attacking targets. You got to try and get as much life points off Bakura as possible here. He fails the first one and he loses 900 points. He goes with Lejin now. And he hits 1800 off of Bakura. He's down to 3600. And Z Metal Tank. And hits 1500. Bakura down to 2100. And he's in trouble. Kaiba could possibly win it on the next turn. Bakura desperately needs a monster. He's got 7 in his hand. Goes face down spell or trap. And plays Exchange. Wow. And he selected Silent Doom. Dark Wall. Oh wow, he's got Spirit Messages. Bakura has lost his Spirit Message L, but that's the one that Kaiba has elected to take. There goes Silent Doom, and Bakura has taken that to summon Yoranzo. Wow, he's played Exchange because he's had nothing else in his hand, and he's had to. Kaiba was holding Silent Doom. Bakura didn't know that, and now Bakura's got Dark Ruler Hardez on the field because it was a special summon. Wow, Exchange. So Bakura has had to give up his Spirit Message, so he won't be able to activate Destiny Board, but now he's got Dark Ruler Dahez on the field. Sorry, Hardez. Dark Ruler Hardez. What a play. He's activated Exchange out of complete hope. And it's come off for him. What an absolute shocker for Kaiba. Alright, there's a face down as well for Yugioh. That's with the effect of the shallow grave. Kaiba pulls back X-Head Cannon, and now, along with a 2450, which is the strongest monster on the field, Bakura now has 2 monsters on the field, and with the effect of Dark Sanctuary, what we saw in the last duel as well. Alright, Kaiba having a good think, and he's just thrown down Monster Reborn. And he's brought back Goblin Zombie, possibly to summon Blue Eyes. Yeah, he wanted to keep his 2 tanks, his Dragon Head, his Y Dragon Head, and his Z Metal Tank on the field in case he draws the other one. He can fuse all 3 of them together. And then he could actually get Dark Sanctuary off the field. However, Blue Eyes itself also has to win the attack. Bakura only got 2100 points. Only got 2100 points left. And there we go, he's just activated the effect of Thunder Dragon. It'll get 2 of them out of his deck, so he won't have the chance of drawing them as well. Looks like he's thinking about it, but it doesn't have enough. It's just under the point value of Dark Ruler Dahez. Look at that, 1 face down spell or trap your opponent controls. So he can't use the effect of those 2 to get rid of Dark Sanctuary. If he gets all 3 of them, YZ Tank Dragon will do a face down monster. XYZ Dragon Cannon. You can target 1 card your opponent controls. Doesn't have to be face down, so he needs all 3 of them if he wants to get rid of that Dark Sanctuary. Up goes the Y Dragon Cannon as well. Oh, he's failed the attack with Blue Eyes. Sorry, X-Head Cannon. X-Head Cannon now attacks the other face down. Oh, and he's failed that attack as well. My word, Kaiba is having absolutely rotten luck with these coin tosses. They're 50-50, but from Kaiba's perspective, it's more like 20 to 80 that he's getting at the moment. Bakura tributes Yugioh and summons the Earl of Demise. That's another 2000 attacker, and Kaiba's going to lose both of his tanks here. Or his cannon and his tank. This is absolutely devastating for Kaiba. He's still got his Blue Eyes on the field, but Dark Sanctuary is absolutely killing Kaiba right now. There's Ryukish Empowered. Summons that in defense. He goes for Dark Ruler Dahez again. Oh, you have got to be kidding me. He's failed 3 times in a row. In fact, it may even be 4. Kaiba down to 1400 points. Dark Sanctuary is an absolute godsend for Bakura right now. I don't know if I've ever seen luck this bad. Oh boy. There's Polymerization. So you can call Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon, but if that attacks and fails as well, that will also do 1400 points of damage of half of 2800. And it's not like Kaiba can summon Hyozan Ryu to do the attacking, because Dark Ruler Hades is 2450. Alright, down goes Twin-Headed. And Kaiba electing to skip his turn. Deciding not to attack Dark Sanctuary. Kaiba has to try and get that off the field before launching another attack. Dark Ruler Hardez destroys Ryukish Empowered. Jeez, that Dark Sanctuary, why is that not banned? That is, Dark Sanctuary is such an overpowered card, it's not funny. What do you do here if you Kaiba? Do you just risk an attack and just hope for the best? Bakura does only have 2100 points himself. There's cost down. Now, Kaiba does have a couple of polymerization. If he drew his other two Blue Eyes and then summoned the Ultimate Dragon, he could attack Earl of Demise and wipe out Bakura's life points. And it would come to a 50-50. Or there's Interdimensional Matter Transporter. Target one face-up monster you control. Banish the target until the end phase. There is another face down from Bakura, now with 5 monsters on his field. His defenses are going to be pretty much impossible to get rid of. There's another Flute of Summoning Dragon. And Kaiba to the end phase again. So Kaiba once again is completely stuck here against this Dark Sanctuary. Oh, that's it. He's had enough. He's gone for an attack with Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon. Oh, you're joking. 1400 off. Kaiba ran out of patience and decided to attack. And he has lost. That is... How many did he lose in a row? Was that 6? 5, 6, or even 7 attacks in a row that he lost? You'd almost say the game was rigged. However, it isn't. That's how it happened. Bakura picks up the win against a very strong opponent in Kaiba. Let's pull up Battle City. Tell you what, if I was Kaiba, I probably would have run out of patience too. We've got Seeker and Marek that are going to play in the next one. Which, that could be interesting, because Seeker will try and summon Exodia on Marek. Then Esperoba and Strings are to play, along with Ishizu and Arcana. And I think Ishizu and Arcana played in the Battle City Cup. Anyway, that's all for me for the time being. It is Friday, so I will probably upload more Yu-Gi-Oh! Again come Monday. So all the comments that come in last night as well, there was actually quite a lot. I will do my best to get back to all of them as through the coming weekend as well. Thanks everyone for leaving the comments as well, helping the algorithm push. Thanks all for being here. I'll be back on Monday. Wherever you are in the world, stay safe, keep well, farewell.